Everybody, Tim and Julie here for another Batman review. So once again, we're doing the Batman, the 1943 serial. This time we're doing part 2, episodes 6 through 10. I'll let you go ahead. What do you got?
It wasn't that exciting.
No,
it was kind of boring since Tim fell asleep a couple times.
A little bit. It was rough.
They're
only like 10-minute episodes too, and it's like,
yeah. And Batman got his ass kicked a few times. I should say most of the time. But he came through.
So, I don't know. I was really excited for part 1. And I don't know, maybe it could be anything. Maybe I've just drank too much today. Maybe I just didn't have my afternoon nap. Something, I don't know. But I was really excited for part 1.
Yeah, that one was good.
And I was really into it. And I don't know, this one really kind of seemed to drag.
Yeah.
Like, I even tried to keep my notes and everything. I'm just like, they're not doing anything. Like, I feel like the story did not progress.
No, it just dragged on and on.
Yeah. So, I'm not even going to really do it like we did last time. So we did Poison Peril, The Phony Doctor, Lured by Radium, Sign of the Sphinx, and The Flying Spies are the 5 episode titles. I mean, we see Alfred go undercover again, which...
Alfred needs just to be Alfred. He isn't cut out for this.
I don't even know what that note means. The one thing I did like, one of the few parts I was awake for, I guess, was where Batman has the guy in the cave, and he, like, sets up the phone trick.
Right.
Like, I did like that, because then the goon, like, tries to call his boss, and Batman answers, and is like, okay, we'll be right there, and then calls that number, and, hey, is this the bakery? No, this is the bar. Oh, sorry. And, well, now we know where they are. So, I did like that. I thought that was really well done. The Sign of the Sphinx episode, I think it was that one, I don't even know anymore, where we see Batman go undercover, and he's Chuck White.
Oh, yeah.
So I grew up mostly watching the animated series. I love the animated series. I will, if you want to watch that, we can watch that too. Like, I will watch that no matter what. I've met the voice actors, everything, all about it. And in that one, you see Batman go undercover as Matches Malone, is what his undercover name is for that. But I think I brought it up in the last one, where it's the Batman, I think it's Year One, the comic book, where, like, he goes undercover a little bit, like he might have a fake nose or a chin or something, but he tries to draw it off attention somewhere else. Like, he'll have blonde hair, or he'll have a scar, and he's like, that's what people are going to remember. So even if you kind of look like Bruce Wayne, they're going to be like, well, he had a scar. Okay, well, what else about him? I don't know, there was a scar. And it'll distract him. I honestly don't know. Like, did Chuck White have anything? Or did it just look like Bruce Wayne in a hat?
Bruce Wayne in a hat. He didn't...
Because then when his girlfriend comes over and he's like, let's see if she can tell the difference. I'm like, well, she's a fucking idiot.
Yeah,
like,
she couldn't tell the difference.
So, I don't know. Like, and then it kind of, I haven't looked it up yet, but I'm curious to see if Chuck White is in the comics as well. Just to see. Because like I said, so Matches Malone, as far as I know, started in the animated series, but it carried over into the comics. In some of the comic books, you'll see Batman go undercover as Matches. So I'm curious to see if Chuck White... Isn't that a singer? Is Chuck White a singer? I don't know.
No.
Maybe I'm thinking of something else. I don't know. Barry White?
Barry White.
Maybe I'm thinking of Barry White. Lighter shade of pale? Is that Barry White?
I don't know. I didn't listen to it.
Oh, no. Anyways, and then finally, Flying Spies, which may have been the coincidence that I was like, oh, it's the last episode, and I popped up. Coincidentally, I really liked the ending, the cliffhanger, where, like, Batman's car's on fire and it blows up.
Yeah.
Like, that actually kind of, like, I was like, ooh. Okay. Like, I almost want to watch the next episode right now, but I was like, you know what? Nope, 5 episodes. I'm ready for my break.
Yeah.
Because that was...
For tomorrow.
These five were a little rough. The first 5 were really good, right?
Yeah,
I'm not,
they were good.
I mean, they're not, like, great, but they were interesting.
Yeah.
And, like, maybe it's because there were zombies. Like, there were no zombies in it. Were there zombies?
There was one zombie.
There was one.
Yeah,
but he didn't, like, try to feed him to an alligator.
No.
Which, that was great. I love that. I love that one from the first one. Mm-hmm. But, I don't know, the first 5 were really interesting, and then these 5 just seemed like, yeah. which, I don't know, storytelling, for storytelling, you have a beginning, you have a middle, and you have an end. I don't know if they knew going into this it was 15 episodes. I don't know how, like, movie making worked back then. But I feel... And you can only do so much in like 10 to 15 minutes. You can't do beginning, middle, and end right away. But I don't know. I feel like the first 5 were great. This 5, not so much. So I'm kind of curious to see, like, Batman meet Tanaka, whatever his name is. And I'm curious to see, like, how it's all going to wrap up.
Yeah.
Like, is it going to be, like, just that last, like, 1 minute of the series? And they're going to be like, da-da-da! Or is it, like, going to have some sort of closure? But,
Yeah, hopefully it's better than this last 5.
yeah. So just out of curiosity, for you, because I think last time we talked about, like, your first introduction to Batman, like Adam West and stuff.
Right.
Do you have a favorite Batman villain?
I like the Penguin.
Okay. So do you think of, like, Burgess Meredith
Mm-hmm.
come to mind for the
Yeah.
Penguin? Okay. And see, again, it's a little bit of a generation thing, but I always think of, like, Danny DeVito from, like, the Tim Burton movie
Oh, okay.
for the Penguin. But I do like the Penguin. But, okay. Any closing thoughts? Anything you liked, you didn't like?
I didn't like that it just drug on. It seemed like it wasn't going very, going
Mhm.
along. So, I think it's probably a 5 or a 6 this week.
5 or 6? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll put that, yeah. I think I'd actually probably go a little lower. I'm going like a 3 or a 4. But we'll see. When I actually, like, write it out, I'll see if it changes a little bit. But, okay. Anything? That's it?
No.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to the last fight.
Sweet. Okay, so thank you guys for watching this one. If you guys have watched this, let me know what you guys think. Like I said, it could just be it's a product of its time. It's 1943, so maybe if we were in the theater in 1943, we'd be like, "This is amazing!" No,
Yeah,
but
then you wouldn't be alive to watch the.
yeah.
Yeah. And I wouldn't.
Well, you wouldn't have been alive.
Yeah, we both
so
wouldn't have been alive to enjoy.
unless we were immortal, but I'd be okay. Just let's watch everything Batman ever done. But okay, so let me know what you guys think, and we will see you guys next time for the final part of episodes 7 through 10.